Hey friends, it's Teresa here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share one more layout, one more process video with you for December daily for Christmas, Scrappy Christmas in July. These are my plans for days 13 and 14, and I have already shared day 15. I've already created that one, and so I thought I would start with this pattern paper here with the gold words from Paislee Press for Ali Edwards, and I brought in some of the journal cards and die cuts as well. And then I also brought in these fabulous red and white numbers from Colorcast Designs, and that was sort of the jumping off point for this layout. I also decided that I would separate day 13 and day 14 using a pocket page, and go back a little bit to my roots, so to speak, and keep these 2 days a little bit more simple and jump back into some of the more complicated pages later on in the year when I come back to this project in November. So the story for today is a funny one. If you know me really well, then you know that I don't drink coffee. But we had the fabulous idea to do spiked coffee. And I liked it a lot. So that was the story of this day. It was kind of fun. I was kind of going through my stash a little bit and looking for some of the coffee themed products that I normally don't use because I don't drink a lot of coffee or hot chocolate. We do sometimes, you know, we have a hot chocolate bar every year. So I'm kind of just going through my stash looking for anything that is like eat, drink, or be merry or whatever. So the pocket page that I chose is a 2 3x4 and a 1 4x6. And what I did was cut down the 4x6 card because it had the holiday cheer delivered and the photo of me holding one of the coffee cups, and I have a little bit of foam on my tongue. Just sort of a cheeky little photo there. But when I tried to put the photo over top of it, it covered the words more than I liked. So I trimmed it off at that side. And then the photo hangs over the edge. And when I turn the page for day 14, I'll do the same thing for day 14. And I'm sure you all can relate. I'm at this stage with this album where I'm like, where can I simplify my process? Where can I streamline this just to get the project done? And so this is definitely one of the ways. You'll notice that these 2 days are basically a mirror of each other with different stories and different kind of fun little techniques. There's also a transparency card that says, "Oh, what fun." That's from Paislee Press too, I believe. And then this little floral card will be my journaling card. I just wrote that up real quick and then added a little chipboard piece there that's, I think it says yum yum or something like that. And then these little puffy stickers are from previous collections from Crepe Paper, and so that was fun to get to use those. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere these numbers down using red line tape. I'll tell you my trick to securing these beautiful numbers every year. Go to the Colorcast Designs website and sign up for the newsletter, and then look for her Instagram post announcing when the December items will be live, and then look for the email when they are live and just go grab them real quick. That because they do get gone really fast. And also, I'm not affiliated with her. I consider her a friend, and we've worked together on the Celine Studio design team many moons ago. And I always love the numbers she does for December Daily. They're just always beautiful. So then I had another photo here as well, just with one of the coffee cups and the Godiva chocolate and the little, the little things we added to the coffee. And then also just doing a little fabric tag here from Ali Edwards, and another little coffee cup puffy sticker here on the other side of the 3. That's so cute. I love it. I love adding those little tiny details. They're what really make my heart happy. And if that's your jam too, you're in the right place. So as soon as I get this done, we'll move over to day 14. And so the story for day 14 is Zoe the cat. She is, I'm trying to think, she's about 9 years old now. And I'm also going to use Paislee Press products here for Ali Edwards. I'm going to work with the back of the transparency card. And then I was inspired by the grid paper that Ali had done with different elements in each grid, but I thought I would do my own for this layout. So I'll tell you a little bit about that, but first I'm going to work on the back side of this journal card that I cut down. And so I love this green floral. The album that has that floral is beautiful. This journal card is beautiful. And then these little vellum words came from Ellie's studio. And so what I did was I went ahead and adhered down my photo on the far side, leaving enough room so that I could attach. I had the adhesive behind that photo so that I could stick down the words, and of course so the adhesive wouldn't show. And so the words are partially covered, but I think you still get enough of an idea of what is being said, I think. I like that. And so, of course, they were still a little floppy on the right-hand side of the card, so I added these little puffy stars from In a Creative Bubble for Studio Calico, and that keeps them in place. And then, of course, they'll be inside the pocket too. And for my number, of course, you gotta have a number. I'm using the gold on white. I think that one was from Ali Edwards, and if not, then it was Felicity Jane. And so, okay, back to the full page photo. So I was considering that Fa La La page and decided not to use it because it was still a 6x8 size and I needed a 7x8 1/4. So I had gone into Photoshop and used, there's a watercolor element in the Ali Edwards digital product and also that grid, and I had sort of clipped them to each other to create just a plain white grid on the green watercolor. Okay. So that's what I'm going to use for the background. I've got to cut it down, And then this little transparency card, as you know, when you turn the transparency card over, the words are backwards. And so what I like to do is take another little element, a basic shape that's just going to show white behind the words and has a different sentiment for this side of the page. So it's a little red messy circle from an older crepe paper collection. Stapled that to it with the tiny attacher and then added a couple more little puffy stickers. So, okay, back to this little grid. I went ahead and trimmed it down so that it was 7 by 8 1/4 and will fit with the rest of the pattern papers in the album. And then I also had gone into my die cuts and vellum pieces just to see. I took major inspiration from the page that Ali had done and brought in some little animals, some gifts, the Santa, the wreath, the transparency heart. And I'm just trying to see how they can be arranged on the grid. This really kind of turned out to just be a fun little way to use up some die cuts. But putting it in the grid, it kind of helps it stay a little bit organized, even though some of those elements cross over, because technically they're bigger than the grid. That's okay. The one element that I turned a little bit at an angle was the photo of Zoe. And Alan had been working with some boxes upstairs, and she jumped in one because, like most cats, she likes to sit in the boxes. So for this layout, I pulled elements that were gift related or present related, as if she's the special delivery. But the other thing that I wanted to do after mostly getting all of this adhered down was I wanted to add a title. And I had to go back and look and see when Taylor Swift came out with Karma, the song. And it was October last year. So what I'm going to do is spell out Karma is a cat. And that is perfect. It's the perfect sentiment for Zoe. And I used these little Jane alphabets from Ellie Studio, and that turned out perfect. I kind of liked how the photo just overlapped the corner of the T, but you still get you still know what it's saying. And then I'm going to write my journaling. My journaling is just about how she actually wasn't on anyone's list. Just being funny. And the last little thing for the last little square here is just the messy circle I just cut from this older transparency piece, also from Ellie Edwards. I'm going to flatten that and call this done and go ahead and put everything in the album for you to see what it looks like. So make sure to check out the blog post today. Yay! I'm going to try to bring back the blog a little bit here and there, once or twice a month. And so you'll be able to see all of the pages that I've done for December Daily this month on the blog. You can save the images if you like. And make sure to leave me a comment and let me know that you were here. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.